Welcome back to my series of videos looking at the electric sheep in Pokemon and the Ampharos line. And I'm going to do something slightly different for Ampharos itself. There'll be two videos looking at my top 25 favourite Ampharos cards. There's about, I haven't counted, about 32, possibly 32 different Ampharos artworks in the TCG. These are Tomy figures, obviously. So we will, I'll put them up there. There's a lot of cards that don't make the list. For example, Ampharos Prime, which I find very boring. But I'm just going to look at cards 25 down to 11 in this first video. So in 25th place, I'm going to put Dark Ampharos by Emi Miwa. And this is from Team Rocket Returns in English and Rocket Gang Strikes Back in Japanese. I'm not a particular fan of it. It's not a set I particularly like either, but it's okay. That comes in at 25. In 24th place, we have the Ampharos EX from Steam Siege, which there's a lot of these Ampharos big head jumping out of the frame cards. This doesn't particularly appeal to me. It's by oh goodness me, I can't read that. Eska Yoshinobu, I think. Yeah, very hard to see. Eska Yoshinobu. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, everything's okay. In 23rd place, let's have a look. Yeah, 23rd place, we have this rather bizarre one from Dragons Exalted, Dragon Blast. And it's by Hajime Kusajima, and Ampharos is sort of leaping down from above. Very strange chinless Ampharos. I mean, Ampharos doesn't have a chin, but this exacerbates the image. It's an action shot. I don't like the blobby red bit on his head. There's a lot of dispute about whether this is a blob, hemispherical, or a sphere, because I thought originally it was a light bulb, like, well, you've got the figure here, haven't you? But some artists painted as sort of just a blob on his head. So that's number 23. In 22nd place, I've put the latest Ampharos EX. It's by Planeta Tsuji. I don't know where I've put the English ones. Goodness me. Yeah, there we are. Anyway, so that's the Japanese print, and that's quite a nice card. So I think we're down to number 21 here, and I'm going to give it to the Ampharos V Full Art by Planeta Mochizuki. This appeals to me, the blue and the yellow. So there we are, 20. In 19th place, I'm going to put the original by Ken Sugimori from Neo Genesis. I'll just put those two out. So, the first and original card of Ampharos. I don't like his head being so down on his neck, as it were, very flattened. It's a nice enough card. It's not particularly one I'm fond of. Next up, we have Atsuka Nishida, and this one is from Platinum. And it's this. We saw the Flaffy and the Mareep ones earlier, with this no outlines, and the way the green sort of leaks into his yellowness on his tail there and on the back of his head. I'm not a fan of the way that green discolours, but it's a joyful card. quite nice. Next up, I have chosen to put quite a recent card here. Megumi Mizutani. There are 4 prints of this. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I quite like that. I do love Ampharos. I've always said that there are 2 types of Pokemon people. People who love Ampharos and people who have no taste. I mean, it's one of the nicest Pokemon from Gen 2, and Gen 2 is the best gen. And that's not up for debate. So, I don't know where... I do have the Japanese print of this, I just don't know where it is at the moment. I think I've got the Japanese print. If not, I will go and get a copy. This is Atsuki Nishida from Expedition, and this was the first reverse foil Ampharos. It's very cute, very... yeah, cute is the word. Then next we have Ayakazube from VS Versus. This is Lance's Ampharos, and I quite like it. I like Kazube a lot. It's very different. Yeah, it's nice. There isn't an English print of that one. Reo Ueda's Ampharos, the first original EX, is probably the next one on my list, and I quite like the graphic style of this, the sweep up and in profile. It works quite well. I'm not a big fan of EX cards at this era, but this is one of the ones I do actually like, so it's a nice card. We are on Kanaka Ao, a very odd Kanaka Ao, very dark. She doesn't tend to do such dark cards, and I originally didn't like this card very much, but actually when you look at it, it's actually very well done. It's Ampharos sitting on the dock looking out at the sea at night, and there's the moon and a shooting star, and the holo works very well, making the sky rather dramatic. And there's the lighthouse, or no, he is the lighthouse, I guess. There's a fishing vessel out on the water there. So that's a nice little card. Seisuruta. It's number 13 in my list. And can we spot the Pokeball? It's there. Yeah. It's a bit derpy, big-bellied. It's quite nice. Yes, we like that. And in 12th place, we've got Dark Ampharos by Himeno, Kagamaru Himeno, or Himemaru as she likes to be called. And this has always confused me. I don't really know what we're looking at. It's sort of a spiral swirl looking down from above. I assume these are his 2 back feet, and his neck is... it's a very strange card. I mean, I've known this card for 20 years and I still do not get what is going on in there, but I do like it. And I love the colours. The blue and yellow just works so well. So that is a nice card. And then Koiki Saito I have put in Shining Darkness. I think we have put this one in as number 11. So it's a lot of artists struggle to put Ampharos in the picture because he's so tall, and I think Koiki has really struggled here to... it's made him look quite short-necked and dumpy. It is a nice card, but neither of the 2 Koiki Saitos, there's another one coming up very soon, really have that elegance of Ampharos about them. But Cookie Saito is such a great artist that I couldn't place it any lower than 11th. So, right, well that is numbers 25 through to 11, and the final video in my series will be looking at my top 10 Ampharos cards.